and you ain't got to worry about taking any damage.
Drop frames. What the hell?
Yeah, I think your stream stopped.
God
Oh yeah,
damn.
your stream went down. Jeez, you need to get some internet, buddy.
No, it's not that. Well, we've been running for 2 hours and 20 minutes too.
Oh, your internet just cuts out after 2 hours?
No.
You want to restart the call for quality?
It's
I'm
XSplitter, man.
too OP for the stream. I'm too OP for the stream. That's what it is.
Y'all gotta make more money off those shirts to get
For a
better
second, I was
internet.
gonna say you sounded like Robot Patriot there.
Hey, everybody needs to refresh your thing. Because mine still says it's streaming, so
Yeah, mine is up and running, but our car
everybody in the
quality
chat,
went to shit 'cause your
refresh.
internet's awesome.
Keep refreshing.
Yeah, the track quality's gone down. You might want to restart the call fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to just hang up and recall everybody real quick?
Sound check. Everybody say something except Kaiser, because your shit sucks right now.
It's
Sorry,
everyone.
your shit always sucks, dude. Just accept
Everybody, yeah, everybody just sucks.
Oh yeah, I guess everybody's does suck.
Restart
Everyone
the call real
robotic on me,
quick
dude.
now.
All right. God, this is
Jesus,
making this
Cal.
complicated.
Am I gonna have to donate you money so you can get a better internet connection?
Just buy those shirts, man. Buy those shirts, baby.
There we go.
Yeah, crappy. My neighbor's resetting their modem. God damn it.
Did they get
No,
that
you're-
straightened out?
No,
I'm
what's
telling
happening
you, man.
is
I'm telling you, man. You gotta get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi and go to Cracker Barrel. Wi-Fi's better, and the food is too.
You're
Yeah,
ruining
I
the
moved
fucking
closer to the
crappy heel
library.
show here.
McDonald's
Jeez.
shuts the
Wait.
McDonald's-
Everybody's
Crappy
stealing
Heel
Crappy's
show?
jokes.
Ruining the crappy heel show for your bad internet.
There was guys in 5v5 chat the other night talking about freaking Wi-Fi this, Wi-Fi that, and I asked them in there. I said, "Hey, when you guys log on to the game, does it say you got mail?"
I plug my shit straight in. I can't play on Wi-Fi. I don't know what's wrong with people.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired to everything.
Same here. Hardwire is just better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do the.
every single time it's you that's crashing.
I know. I think your internet provider is just terrible. Who you got?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have Comcast, but I live out in the country.
Oh God.
I live in
That's
a
your
rural area.
How slow is it?
It's
I was
not
gonna
bad.
ask
No,
how
it's
fast,
good. It's
but
good
you live in
internet
the
for what I
middle
pay
of the
for
woods,
it.
so.
It better be. It's good internet, but yeah, at night it has some hiccups every once in a while. But you know, you guys already know that.
Yeah.
We deal with it. You know. Oh well.
So where were we?
I think the last thing I heard was something about the acrobatic tumbling.
Oh yeah, tumbling
Yeah.
broken.
Super Patriot said that it broken, doesn't do shit damage or whatever.
Like, okay, you can't. All right, if they're tumbling, all right, any weapon or power attacks you do to them while they're tumbling, they don't apply.
Yeah,
All right,
nothing
they don't take
It's
any damage. Now,
invincibility.
if they have a dot on them, all right, they're still taking the dot damage, but you have to apply the dot before they start with the tumbling. And once that dot wears off, you can't apply another dot on them because they're getting immunity from all damage.
Really?
Yeah,
Some dude
it's
started
gross.
beating me up in the street one day, and
Freaking
then,
bad.
It's
and then I
gross.
started attacking
the
the back.
only way,
He just did that over and over and over, and he ran away. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
the only way you can really do anything is like CC effects, any kind of CC effects you can put on there, like knockups or anything like that. Knockups and stuff like that still apply. You know, they still get hit by that stuff, but I mean, you gotta knock them out of it, you know. And guys that are quick enough, man, just go right back to freaking, you know, it's like whip, 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 all over the fucking place like assholes.
Then
And
Doesn't it do damage too while they roll into
Yeah.
you or something?
yeah. I mean, worse
Yeah, they
like,
kick up.
worse is an attack. Worse is an attack. But I mean, you know, it's like even super speed though. Super speed's got that inertial flywheel one.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a really nice
they get
one.
power back every time they double jump. Flight, I gotta use dive bomb to get power back.
But how do you
Dive bomb
dive bomb?
sucks.
So
in what rooms are you going to be able to use dive bomb to get
None.
power back?
None because you're grounded all the goddamn time.
It doesn't make sense.
Grounding is terrible.
Well, you
And
can
it's like
play
every 3
like
seconds,
Crappy
too, isn't
that
it?
hung out in rafters.
And then
Listen,
there's
the
mods,
grounding
and then
is so
there's
bad
mods.
that like I use my 35% as burst damage when I DPS, and every time you get grounded in wave, it cancels out anybody's 35%, or like it
I
just
don't even
stops you
bother
in the
going-
motion
I
of
don't even
doing it.
bother going into movement mode as flight when I'm in like wave and stuff like that. I don't even bother.
I hate people
Don't
who
even
fly in combat. Count. Stop that.
Why?
It's so painful when I watch your videos and you're flying and your character's aimed all awkward directions and shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
but
flying.
a lot of times it helps me. Like in that new 8-man raid, you're above the rage pools.
You know what it does though when you fly? I guess it's good for certain
It
situations.
doesn't get.
When you fly and the ads fly, when you get aggro, you know where they are. They're fucking flying way up there with you, and everybody else is like, "Where is everybody?" And then you're like, "Hey, I'm with the ads," and you're like, "Oh, stop fucking flying, buddy."
That was always the best part in the game.
That could work for dual tanking though.
I hate
Yeah.
when the tank flies, man. I was doing something a couple days ago, and the tank was flying, and he had flying ads with him. I was like, dude, I cannot reach up there. I'm super speed. You need
Let
to
me
come
guess.
down.
You were playing what is that? Gates, and he was flying up with the swarmers.
No, I don't do.
'Cause I've seen that happen. That's
I don't
I've done
remember
that.
what it was, but the dude was just flying way up high, and everyone was like, "Hey, we're down here."
I only fly and heal in certain situations. I don't do it like in.
yeah. The other times he's down waiting for a pickup.
Funniest thing
Isn't
I've
that like
seen.
your mom though, Kaiser?
And all you
Okay,
all your DPSs are just standing over me because they're too competitive to even take the time to pick the healer up.
That's why you have
So,
3 trolls.
Hey, I'll pick everybody up.
you don't pick shit up. Come
Everybody
on.
up. Hey, you shouldn't be dying.
Oh
Okay.
God.
No wonder Crappy's healing out always beats everybody. It's because he doesn't bother with anybody else.
Yeah,
I pick
exactly.
everybody up when I'm healing. I'm like the medic. I put the pods in and wave when I'm the healer. Because nature's OP, everybody says, and you could reach from far distances.
It is. It's a
It's
fact.
efficient.
Lightning's the one that gets screwed the most out of the healing zone.
Yeah,
dude.
they need a buff. They
Lightning
need to
got
do
screwed in
power
healing and
overhaul.
DPS.
Power
They just need
overhaul
to-
of
they just-
electricity.
Electricity is fine. They just need to increase the range on the heals.
You know, the heal. I mean,
You
it's
need to increase the
Galvanize is
DPS.
not doing the trick anymore.
nah. It's too slow. It's too clunky.
If they had electrocute, maybe do a heal. That might be interesting, I guess. But I mean, it's still only kind of like a sorcery then.
And it needs a 35%er. Excuse me. Whew.
Yeah, they need to do a buff or a revamp on Earth too, because that's
They
No,
should.
That's like
they've
a lost
gotten,
art.
they've gotten the core, they've gotten the launch powers revamped and everything like that. Now they need to look into the launch movements.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't they say they were gonna do the first 3, the Earth, Lightning, and
Originally, I thought they were going to do those. I thought they said something
Yeah.
like
They
this.
said that they will. They're going to do light, earth, and electricity. But it's going to be like sorcery and natures,
It's going to take a
where
while.
it's just like, you know, little tweaks.
Well, they don't need to touch hard light, but it's earth and electricity that really need
They
it.
need to touch hard
They need
light
to touch hard
support
light.
tree.
Yeah.
They need to touch hard light support tree because nobody uses any powers from the support tree.
No, they
What
use
they need-
grasping hand for certain loops. And trap is a defense debuff that get used sometimes.
Yeah, not everybody goes for those cookie cutter hard light loadouts. I ran into a guy. He's actually in my league now. Ran into a guy in a 1v1 Shadowlands match, and dude was knocking me all over the place just because he was using stuff I wasn't used to a hard light guy using, and he was putting in some work on me.
He juked the
So-
fuck out of you.
Yeah, I mean, usually those guys are always, it's like, Ram, Snap Trap, Fan, or whatever little combination, that and everything. They try and slip in a block breaker here or there. Whenever they're doing that, those guys are easy to beat. Those guys are so easy to beat because they're all the same. This guy was like, he was hitting me with hard light blast, and I'm like, holy shit, where'd this come from? And it was working because it was pushing me
Light
off
blast
the
is
node.
beast in PvP.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't use it, but it is.
Yeah, you can
lot of people
combo
don't
light
use other
blast right
powers.
from snap trap. It's because then
Yeah.
you're stunned. You can't move, and you're not even aware of the fact that you're actually stunned.
not as broken as freaking Photon Blast is though.
Oh my.
They
Yeah.
really do need to fix Photon Blast.
They
It's just
they
the
need
home
to
turf hand mod. That's
they
what
they
the
need
problem
to
is.
no they need to either this is what they need to do. They need to either make every 35%er in the game like Photon Blast is, or make Photon Blast like all the other 35%ers.
Yeah.
They need
Now,
to
knockback
if they
remove-
made everything else like Photon Blast,
They
I
need
think
to
there would be more
remove the freaking
complaints.
mod that makes it to where you can't get interrupted when you cast
power
shit like
channeling.
that. Yeah.
No, I mean, no, because that would slow down, like, not just PVE and everything, but that would slow down PvP too a lot. Because a lot of people do use their 35%ers still, even if they're not gadgets.
Well, I can tell you this much: Rages is gonna be really, really fast and fucking retarded. Eviscerate, it pulls you close, and then you hold melee, and you have to block it to like counter them. But theirs is just it pulls you in, and it's a 35%, and you hold melee. It's like Wonder Woman's execute.
Execute. Yep.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
fucking
need to
ridiculous.
get that. I need to get that execute down pat too, because I've been smacking the crap out of people with Wonder Woman in 1v1s lately. Nobody. It's not she's overpowered. Nobody sees the shield coming because nobody uses the shield in PvP.
Yeah, people aren't used to fighting against shields. It's tough.
It's hard to see when they're blocking.
I
too.
fought the other day against a Wonder Woman. I was clueless on some of those attacks.
Yeah, half the time, it's like I've embarrassed some kids at Fight Club before and all that. So they try, so let's go, Super Patriot, you suck, I want to smack you around. I'm like, all right, and I'll put the shield on. I end up smacking the crap out of them, and I'm like, I just beat you with the shield. Think about that for a little while. And
Well, when you play things that nobody's used to, they're just like, oh fuck, and then they just lose.
A lot of
their
people
shit.
Doesn't have a one-handed weapon. What the
which,
fuck?
which goes back
He's
to
not
my
using
point.
one-handed.
Yeah,
It's like
which
the
goes back to
shield
my-
and hand blasters catch people off guard.
Yeah, which goes back to my point about that, hard light. If people were to use other things in that power set, I mean, you wouldn't have all these cookie cutters out there.
Well, my comment was more based on a PVE stance, like Snap Trap and not Snap Trap.
Of course it was. I mean,
and
that's all
Trap
you
and the
do
other
is
thing.
PvE.
Use what's good for, I'm talking as a troller standpoint, also.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of trollers still though that go into that do like to troll with hard light, and that's because they get the highest vid boost.
Well, so does
I just don't like going into a boss's face with Whip Thrash to try and debuff him and risking myself.
I don't know why they're having so much trouble.
You could use Thought Bubble then. Well, not Thought Bubble, whatever it is in
Trap.
Trap.
That's what I said in Trap. That's why I would say in Trap gets used.
The guys they need the thing that ones Legends tunes they need to look at and everything is freaking Jon Stewart.
Yeah, Jon Stewart's
That's
ridiculous.
Jon Stewart and Steve.
That's spam. Oh my god.
I hate Jon Stewart, man.
Yeah, he can
He's so
keep
annoying.
you that baseball bat, shield that into the baseball bat. It's almost unbeatable. I mean, if they play it right.
I whooped
Yeah.
Jon
Unbeatable.
Stewart's ass last night,
Why
but we
could you
did come
flip
up
the
against
baseball
two
bat
Jon
with the
Stewarts,
baseball
man.
bat?
If the guy knows how to do it right.
Yeah.
The first
I
time
had
when I
a-
picked Amon
Almond
Stewart,
Stewart
I
does
had
the
no
same
idea
thing
what I
though,
was
dude. If
doing.
you use them right. I
They
hate
had
to say
a
it, but
a Jon Stewart
oh my
flying
god, I've been
really high
playing
above
nothing but
everybody.
freaking, it's like, I swear, I've been 1v1 a lot, and, like, nothing but Almond Swords, Jon Stewarts, mostly Almond Swords and Sinestros, but a few Jon Stewarts here and there,
I still get
And,
I still get a steal and a bane.
a couple of
Yeah,
steals.
Oh, yeah,
Catwoman.
Bane-
well, that's because you're
Bane
still
will
lower level
fucking
stuff.
wreck
'Cause, like
my
the higher
shit.
level guys will just solely use just those two characters.
A lot of people are
I'm
using
forced to use them
Catwoman
just to
again.
play against them, dude.
Catwoman's awesome though.
Yeah, I know.
She's got that.
I don't
nice
run into many
reflective
other
shield.
characters, dude, in the higher up levels, dude. Once you PvP'd for a while, dude, that's all you run into.
Yep.
Let's read that.
I just suck with the other people, and I don't want to take the time to learn their moves because I don't feel like getting my ass kicked.
Well, a lot of people are like that, though. I mean, they gravitate towards the Legends tune that, uses the weapon that they're used to. It's like, Crappy uses dual wield all the time, so, he gravitates towards Nightwing. I mean, that's why I started using Bane, because, I like brawling. I got to start liking Shield when it came out, and now I'm using Wonder Woman and everything. I'm having a blast with it, because I'm beating people I probably shouldn't be beating sometimes.
Yeah, just because they don't understand the mechanics. I got my ass kicked by a shield dude back in the day in a duel. I was
That's
laughing at him. I was
Partially
like,
why
"You're
I'm
not
so
gonna
good with
beat me."
using Steel, dude, is because I love the two-handed. I love it. I know every single combo
come on,
for
now,
it.
you
I know
just
how
use
it
Steel
works, how it
'cause he's
does, how
Well,
to
you don't have many options on two-handed. It's
kill
just what,
people
her
into
and
you doing the wrong move at
Harley?
the wrong time. But
Yeah, Steel
these
and Harley.
higher level people just don't fall for the same tricks the low levels ones did.
Well,
Like,
I don't understand
so it
why
sucks.
Sinestro was martial arts. They could have made him dual wield like he is in the freaking one instance where he fights Jon Stewart. Why'd they make Sinestro martial arts? They need to add some more variety in there.
Well, what I wish they do is I wish they do what they did with the Huntress and the Huntress with the two different types of weapons on her.
They
Yeah,
haven't
dual pistols.
revisited that since launch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would love another dual wield character.
Nobody
I wish
uses
hand
dual
blasters
pistols.
were better in PvP.
Are you serious? Hand blasters are freaking murder in PvP.
If you know
Well,
how
that's
to
because
use
a lot of
them.
people aren't used to seeing them. Like
There's
it's
that-
really
there's
easy to
that
jump
too,
from
there's that too,
attacking
but-
with melee to block breaking and back and forth, dude. With those, if you do
Felix
it
Solar
right.
Faust, Felix
Solar
Faust
flare
is
hits
really-
hard. Solar
Yeah.
flare hits hard with hand blasters.
Mm-hmm.
Felix
Which is
Faust
hold
and Lex
tap.
Luthor is freaking great if you use their hand blasters really good. Especially since Felix Faust gets pets and Lex Luthor has that like orbital strike shit.
Dr. Fate's really good too.
Fate
That
has it
pets the
too, and so
circle.
does Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei's a
Yeah.
lot of fun too, though.
Yeah.
I like that teleport. That's a
I
pretty
do
cool
like
trick.
I prefer them to do more stuff like they did with the combo moves on the Supermen though, like the eye beams for like their long range attacks and shit. Like mix it up with that stuff.
Somebody's saying 3-hour podcast. Fuck yeah.
I saw some
Is
people-
this starting to turn into PKA or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I saw people complaining in the forums the other day about rifle and PvP. People are like, "Oh, they're
Rifle's only
cancel-
broken in PvP
they're
if your name's
canceling out
Jon
the
Stewart.
hold square move with a block
Two-Face.
breaker." They're not. Who cares the fuck? They're canceling it out with a block breaker. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
but
block.
the thing is when they're canceling it out with that block breaker, all right. Even if you were holding block when they were doing the lunge, all right, they're not going to get interrupted or stunned because of it.
Yeah, I think it's sort of
But that's-
fair because
that's
say
broken. That's
you do
broken.
the rifle, you do the hold square attack on the rifle, none of the damage hits until your feet are back on the ground. So even if the dude blocks super late, even like when he blocks and you're done doing the animation, then the bullets hit the person, and then you get block broken. You know,
well,
so
that
it
might be
kinda sucks.
why you should probably get closer to the guy with the right, or when you have a rifle.
It
because
doesn't
then
matter
it's
how
kinda
close
hard
you are.
to-
You could stand right in front of them. When you hold that square, the bullets don't hit until the front flip stops and you're already back on your feet, and then the bullets hit them.
Are you trying to get rifle buffed so Two-Face is more of a pain in the ass?
No,
than
no,
the
I'm
other?
he's trying to
just saying
get
those
he's trying to
people
get
that
he's trying to
have
get that
invincible
ball so
barrel.
he can clip it quicker.
The
Oh,
rifle
like
is so
Invincible
easy
barrels
to
and
block.
everything.
You know, like the
Jon
rifle
Stewart?
is such like an easy weapon to counter.
Yeah,
And I
if they're
feel-
not canceling that freaking lunge, yeah.
That's like the only good thing you got going on with rifle is being able to cancel that.
But you see,
Because somebody
that's-
could block at the very last second, and they'll still get you. You know, like all they have to do is tap that block real quick.
Yeah, but you can spam block breakers all day by tapping triangle and it hits groups.
You
Yeah.
can just do mortar too.
Doesn't block break groups though.
All you need is one person blocking within its radius.
There was a Jon Stewart fucking in front of me last night, and he was just tapping triangles, shooting the rifle grenade, and I am lunging the crap out of him. And I'm like, why are you not getting knocked over, man? I was like, come on already.
Because it's Jon Stewart, he's broken.
And he wasn't even blinking or anything. Like, he had no immunity. This shit just wasn't working. It's probably in the video that I put up. That shit was just a mess, a laggy mess of block breakers and shit.
PS3.
I do real good at PvP when people don't block, because I'm not a blocker. I just go in there and I play like PvE.
Yeah,
And
God
spam
forbid
a
they
bunch of fucking moves.
God forbid they use all the buttons on their controller against you.
No, I don't care if somebody blocks once in a while and everything, but if I play against a person who consistently blocks all the time, I'm
See,
done.
here's the thing. I mean, I mix in blocks here and there and everything like that. It's the people who, like the steel user the other day that I went up against, who every time he went to start a combo, he was starting with the hold square. He was starting with the lunge. And I saw this, so I started blocking every time he was getting ready to do a weapon attack. And then he called me a scrub. And I'm like, dude, it's called blocking. You have a block breaker. And in two-handers block breaker, that tap is pretty quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he,
Oh,
he,
yeah, it's
figured,
real quick.
he figured it out in the third round, but it was too late.
Normally with Nightwing, I'll clip my block breaker with that little front flip move or the back flip move he does. Last night I wasn't doing it. I don't know why, but normally I do that and it kind of masks it, and you get that extra bit of damage. But I'm so easy to read. If you watch my video and see how I play like I'm playing PvE. I mean, I'll block break you if you're standing there, and like I see the opportunity. But most of the time, I just go at people. I just go in there all crazy.
Yeah, I like playing against players that block all the time. It's the guys that never block that throw me off.
I like the guys.
Yeah, those
that never
guys,
block.
those guys will mess you up.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that never blocks. I just keep going.
Yeah, if you block a lot, I have a much better success rate against you, but those guys that just don't do that at all, it just throws me off.
You gotta. I just hate turtles, man. That's so frustrating.
Usually for me, what gets me is like when people mask a block break like really well. Like Bane can mask their block break so well. 'Cause they'll like jump
Amasur is another
cancel
one.
like a
Yeah.
power, and I'll be like, "Fuck! Like this is stupid."
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I do with
funny.
Nightwing. You could do it and not even see it. You just tap it and do that little front flip move.
Yep.
Yeah, John Stewart does it too with the noob tube. All you see is the explosion from the grenade. That's the only way you know that I even did the damn thing.
I like that though. That's good strategy.
I think
when
it's
you're
fun.
doing
I think it's funny though. You guys are kind of preaching up Amon Sword and all that being good for slipping in those block breakers and everything like that. But last week and all that, you were saying I used a noob character against Smile.
I don't do
What?
I wasn't here last week, so I
you
can't
used
talk about
Amon.
that.
You used Amon Sur against Smile.
Yeah, I had no idea who I was going up against. If I knew it was Smile, I'd have used Bane.
Bane is a beast.
I thought it was a subscriber or a fan wanting to scrimmage me, and I was like, all right, cool. It was it was 4 o'clock in the morning on like a goddamn Saturday, dude. I'm not expecting Smile to be getting up bright eyed and bushy tailed.
He is good with Nightwing, but I mean,
he's good with Nightwing. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Nightwing
deny
is
that.
awesome,
But-
he's just really squishy.
Really, really squishy.
Yeah.
I fought a guy with Robin the other day, and he fucking melted me, dude.
Dude, all these Legends tunes are good, man. It just depends on who's using them.
And if you
Mhm.
get, yeah, it's the player, man. It's the player.
I've
Some of
seen
them
Yeah,
are
Robins-
it
better
really
than
balanced
others,
them out,
though.
dude.
I've
was
seen
amazed at how
Robins
it balanced
that'll
there.
like they'll like get into me, and then they'll use their stealth freaking backstab on me to hit me for like 1.5k. I'll be
Oh,
like,
dude, that used to be more
"Fuck."
broken than it was, dude. That used to
Yeah,
be the most
like-
broken thing about.
Like they would counter me, go right into stealth, hit me for that, hit me for like a 1k. And
If
then,
Robin
like,
gets
counter
you
me
back
again,
up
I'm like,
into a
"Fuck."
corner, you're done. If he knows
Oh,
how
yeah,
to
he
do
can
it
stun
right.
block you.
Yeah.
That and then like if he needs to get away, he'll just backflip and he'll go like 3 miles the other way. And I'll be like,
It's
"Fuck."
ridiculous. Yeah.
Mac, was that you last night where there was a Robin? There was a Robin beating the Christ out of somebody, and I am beating the Christ out of this guy from
Beating the
behind,
Christ.
and he wasn't taking any damage, and he killed whoever he was killing, whoever he was
I think
fighting.
that was probably me. Yeah, I was using.
And I was
some
standing
stupid
there the whole
legends.
time. I unleashed every move on my loadout, countless tap holds on him.
He was
and
probably
shit.
getting countless blue immunities off of the guy he was beating in
And
the
I
corner.
could not put a lick of
Yeah,
damage on him.
I
I
couldn't
probably
get up
hit him
'cause I
once
ran out
or
of
twice
juice.
out of all the times I hit him.
Don't you hate that though? Like when you run out of power and you just get CC'd like a motherfucker and you can't do shit.
No,
Can't do
that's
anything.
that's my fault though, is because I sit there and I spam powers like crazy because I still think there's a troller in the group or something like
Yeah,
that.
I go through my shit quick because I'm like,
That's
Hey,
still-
if you wanna
that's
spam
still
your powers,
annoying,
You want
though.
to spam your powers? Go play Batman.
Yeah.
No, if you have a
Don't
if
bring
you have
up the
like a
Batman.
party full of Batman, oh man, you just like cycle that battle drone.
Well, do you remember when Arkham Asylum Joker was released and that supercharger's overpowered?
What is it called?
Oh,
Bouncy
yeah.
Blast or whatever?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, we used to go on Ace there, and then we'd hope to get the 2 side nodes, and then we'd have one Arkham on each side, and we just sit there and wait for the heroes to come in, and then we just drop them right on top of them.
Yeah, Hitter
'Cause then we
says,
used to
wait
build-
till
we used-
Atrocitus comes out.
Yeah, we used to build our superchargers up on the test dummy.
We had a
Oh,
guy
didn't
though.
they take that away from that?
Yep.
We had a guy on a Sourcecast, Christiana from the forums. You guys may know him. He's on the council, but
Yeah.
he's the only guy that wrote the fire tank guy on the
Yeah, I know who
forums.
they are.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he was talking about saying that there's a couple of things like Saint Walker's more than likely going to end up as he is on test right now. More than likely he's going to get nerfed because he's just too freaking powerful, and
Yeah,
he's
I've heard
got that
that.
he's got that heal supercharge and everything. And then he said Saint Walker's got like 1,000 more health than Atrocitus does right now
Yeah, I noticed that.
and everything. So
Which
I played them both. Atrocitus is beast though. That
I was
spit
leaning more
move is
towards Saint
awesome.
Walker because of the weapon. I'm a lot better, like martial arts or dual wield.
Well,
I like
in
a lot.
in retrospect on Walker, yeah, he has a supercharge that heals him, but doesn't it have like a 5-minute cooldown?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
a
you're
huge
probably only
cooldown.
gonna
You're only
use
going to
it
get
once
to
a
it
match.
once.
I think the shield is a cool aspect too. You know, to have a shield kind of saves you a little bit.
Atrocitus puts down that rage pool.
you
It's
guys,
huge.
Here, I figured you guys are going to be like drilling me for questions and everything like that about everything going on. Asking
Listen,
me about all sorts of stuff.
How about all these people you kicked from your league? Jesus Christ! I heard you glitched a live stream one time. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Sergeant.
So
Jesus.
that that whole glitching on my dude, I've streamed Wave twice, and I learned after my second time I wasn't ever going to do it again because it was just a horrible run both times.
Dude, you could never live stream
And
stuff like that because something
I
always
know.
happens, and then
I
someone
know,
the
and
one
that's
time you fuck up, everyone's like, "Oh God, look at that!"
I know, and that's why I do. I'm not
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna stream a wave run, and like if anybody in the and there's like, well, let's put the warrior up against the door. No, because then I'm gonna end the stream, and obviously, I beat the damn raid both times, so and I didn't end the stream, so I'm not gonna do stuff like that. I'm not stupid. Jeez, OP.
Everybody
I mean?
criticizes you when you're on YouTube for the smallest shit.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just it. It's YouTube. People need to learn, like,
Well, it's not just
YouTube has
it's
drama,
in
but you
the
can't
game.
take it all to heart all
It's
the
not
time.
just YouTube. It's in the game, man. I mean,
Like-
I can go into Metropolis and versus chat. I mean, not even say anything. Nobody's saying anything in versus chat, and I just type in LOL, and I get "fuck you, SP, you suck." And I'm like,
Well, you're
Jesus,
famous. You'll get that.
Yeah, but how do you think Smile Before Death feels? It's the same thing for him. He can't log into the game.
The thing is, though, Smile, though, man, he asks for that attention.
Nah, not all the time,
Don't say
man.
he doesn't, man. You
Not
can't say
all
he
the
doesn't.
time.
The dude has been asking for it ever since the first time I ran into him, man.
Well,
He's
I mean,
he's been asking for it ever since. You know what started this whole beef between me and Smile?
I know what started it.
I know you did, but then, I mean, most of the people watching or listening, don't know. The whole thing between me and Smile was it was around the time I had like maybe 1,200 subs, and I think at the time his channel had like 400 or something like that. And somebody asked me a question on one of my videos, and I hadn't answered it. I hadn't gotten the answer in it yet. And all of a sudden, Smile bursts in, and he just says, it's like, I'm not trying to, say anything, but you're rude because you don't ever answer any of the comments on there. And I'm like, dude, I try and answer all the comments all the time on here. He's like, well, I answer every comment on my video. I didn't even know who this guy was. I didn't even know who he was. So I go and I check out his channel. And I look at it, and I look to see how many views he's got, how many subs he's got, and everything. I saw, yeah, he was answering every single question in the comments he had. But I mean, I was looking at how many subs he had and how many views he had. And he had like, he had like a fourth of the subs that I did, and like an eighth of the views that I had at the time. So yeah, it was a lot easier for him to sit there, and answer questions, on his videos all the time like that. As not so much for me at the time. And I'll admit, I mean, I did take some of his criticism to heart, and I did get better at it. But that's so all I said to him. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to call you out or no offense or anything like that. And I gave him those stats. I was like, so, just saying, it's a lot easier for you to do that than me. Man, and this is what goes back to I talk about, how Smile is, man. You cross him just once. If he thinks that you've insulted him even slightly, dude, you're on his fucking hit list. He's out to get you. And look what happened, man. In a 4-month time, the dude posted up 6 videos with my channel name in it. Smile owes probably a good 80% of his subs to my name.
And I'm gonna start a bunch of drama with somebody.
Guys, if you guys want more subs and all that and more views, and I'll just put my channel name in there, or Orbit's name in there.
I'm gonna start putting Super Patriot in my.
At the same time, you had Nimbus Yosh talking about him every single video that he made.
Nimbus came out to my defense. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie on that. Nimbus came out to my defense on that because you know, so I've had Nimbus's back on this game since Mega Servers, and he's had mine. And you know, Nimbus knew I wasn't. You know, I'm not the type. You know, despite what y'all say and think, I'm not the type that gets into drama or starts the drama. People start drama about me. You know, I mean, people do YouTube videos, putting shit out there that one, they shouldn't be putting out there to begin with. Two, most of the time it's all fabricated, bullshit, or it's twisted, truths to fit their side of the story. And I'm reacting to this stuff more times than anything. Like with the video I put out about why they left DD. I mean, I kicked 2 people out of the league that day, and probably about 8 or 9 left with them.
Right.
But my league's not dead. I still got like 20 people on every damn night.
That's more people than I got.
Yeah, we got what, 5?
You see, that's the problem with YouTube, though. Just the fact that drama gets views, there's always going to be drama. It's like you see it in the other communities, like the dare I say, like the Call of Duty or the FPS communities or anything. As soon as drama starts, people look to start drama everywhere in YouTube.
Well,
it actually gets a little old sometimes.
The other way you could look at it too is that YouTube in a video game, sometimes if you do something your way, it's kind of like a religion type thing where people just, well, you can't do it that way because this is what we think. It's just.
Well, that sounds like the heroes on the test server.
You get criticized a lot on YouTube.
I mean, you can't sit there and try to like get your thoughts put out and the way you do things the certain way you do them, and not have everybody else understand why you do it that way, because they're going to be like either offended or they're going to be like somehow like thinking that you're saying that their loadout's not as good as yours, and it's just getting kind of sad because like people just take it to heart too much. If
you can't take drama to heart,
right? But if you're gonna sit there and if you're gonna make a loadout video, and people are gonna search for that, I mean, you're obviously looking for an answer, and if people don't find the answer they're looking for, are they gonna sit there and just bash you for it or something? Because it's.
Well, they might.
Hell,
They might. See, it's not the people out there looking for a loadout video because they want to learn how to use a power. It's the people who have that power and are good at it or think they're good at it, and then they come across a loadout video, and they're like, "Oh, Count, your electricity video sucks ass."
Well, I have people in game challenging me, wanting to run stuff with me when I was electric DPS, just so they can beat me on the scoreboard, and I was just like, all right, go for it. I don't care. I mean, you can do that, but I'm not gonna. If I don't need the marks, I'm not gonna waste my time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, just to be doing it.
When I first started the game, I started up my fire tune, and this is the only tune I play with now. But like when I first came up, first thing I did was like, okay, well, I need to understand like what the mechanics of like a tank and how it works. First person I saw was Trex, so I looked it up. I Google or I YouTubed it, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's just see what this is about. So I did that, and then I came along and I found Super Patriots, and I actually ran with yours for a good 3 or 4 months, and then all of a sudden I go into a league and they have no idea why I'm using the certain powers, and I'm like, oh, I don't know either. It's what I got. Well, like I didn't understand because like this is my first MMO. Like I don't have any past experience with MMOs. So, like, I didn't know what a tank, a controller, a DPS, or a healer was in this game. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you can switch roles now? Like, I never knew this. Now, like, I'm so far, like, into it, but, like, I look back at the things, and, like, I had league mates tell me, oh, you should run with Inferno. It gives everybody else, like, it gives you that immolation buff. I'm like...
Immolation doesn't work for shit.
What? Are you kidding me? Like, this is how we're supposed to run? It's just kind of funny, but then I had other tanks in the league that sit there and try to out damage me, and I'm just sitting there like, dude, we're supposed to get beat on, not do damage. Come on.
You were in the wrong league, Jesus.
Yeah. You can thank Arco Vet for that.
Inferno's a horrible power for tanking. It takes up so much power, and that emulation does not work at all.
And it
Aren't you
also
going to override the fire DPS too?
Yeah, it
if
limits
you're
your
looking for
DPS pool.
Yeah, they need to add more stacking into this game. Every other MMO has stacks upon stacks upon stacks.
They said back at SOE Live and all that. It was Tunso during the PvP.
Yeah, he said that they wanted to fix everything that.
They said it was not intended. The overriding was not intended. And they're trying to fix it. So,
you gotta give me a few
but it's
not
not
working perfectly at the beginning of the game. Then they fucked with it and it fucked up.
Well, that's because they had you'd have raids with force freaking what was it, sorceries going in there throwing down carpet of protection.
The other thing protection. Too, when you first started the game, you only had 6 powers to choose from. Now we got how many? And they still do the same effects sometimes, or the same PI. Like Harvest was using crushing effects and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it gets out of control when you got so many powers to look at.
But I mean, the YouTube drama and everything like that. I know you guys are always harping on me talking about Nimbus and this and Nimbus that. I was like, seriously, if everybody was just to sit back and look at him as the DCO version of a WWE superstar, the way I do and a lot of people that do like him do, you would understand that he's all about the drama. He's all about getting in at. I mean, the thing is, even Nimbus, he reacts more than he actually initiates. He reacts a lot more than he actually initiates. You just don't see it because he reacts to stuff that happens in game and then posts about it on his channel.
Well, maybe Smile was reacting to what somebody did to him. I mean, you can make that excuse, but
I got no doubt in my mind, and for all in all intents and purposes, I got no doubt in my mind that Ivy Seeker was provoking him. I've never denied that. But I mean, there's lines you don't cross. Don't live stream you glitching wave any more than you get caught, screaming out racial slurs in a freaking voice channel on a game.
Yeah, I mean that went both ways, and you see that in the game all the time. I mean,
keep racial slurs to league chat. Jesus,
there's every. Yeah, but I mean, he was part of their league. I mean, he was in their group. There was, so I don't know.
But didn't he do that on FNL?
Why didn't you make a video about Balkan?
I haven't gotten to it yet. It's
been 3 weeks.
I understand.
Yeah, come on.
No, he's a busy guy though.
Hey, listen.
Honestly though, Tuesday or was it Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday? Monday is usually whenever we do the People's Podcast. And we had Balkan on there, and we did an hour or so long podcast on there. And the first thing we talked about was Balkan's banning. That was the first thing we talked about. And Balkan owned up to what he did and all that, admitted it was wrong. And and I mean, he glitched. So his perma ban's legit. I ain't gonna.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's never said it wasn't.
Bad for the guy. Even the guys, a couple of years ago, I made that video about that. All those guys, got banned for the money glitch on the U.S. side. I felt bad for some of them. Not all of them.
Some of them are blatant cheaters.
I don't feel bad for them at all.
I felt bad, all that work they put into the tunes and everything like that. I mean, even some of the guys I didn't like, I felt bad. I was like, man, that sucks because, I didn't like them, but, I had fun, fighting them in PvP, I felt bad seeing them go, or having to start over and everything, just like I felt bad with Balkan. But at the same time, I mean, you don't want to freaking get your tune perma banned from the game. Don't fucking cheat, you dumbass. It's like it's like that scene in Liar Liar. I always go back to that scene in Liar Liar whenever somebody comes to me and cries about them getting suspended, and she's, his secretary's asking Jim Carrey. She's like, he got arrested for, armed robbery again. He wants your legal advice, and he picks up the phone. He says, "Stop breaking the law, asshole." Yeah, I mean, that's it goes straight back to that. I mean, you don't want to get punished in the game. You don't want to get suspended or banned. don't break the damn rules.
Yeah, but then they start a petition. Oh, let's reinstate. I got right on the forums, and I said,
I told Balkan, I was like, you know, one, I didn't sign that petition. I told him 2 reasons why. I was like, one, because you deserve to get banned, and 2, it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's not going to matter. You can petition till you're blue in the face. It's not going to matter.
But no, all of our thoughts on Balkan's ban would have been out Monday or Tuesday on my channel if the damn recording shit we had going didn't screw up. It would have been out there. We were going to cover all of our bases on it that day. But no, I am going to put out a video talking about that as soon as my voice recovers.
I mean, it's your YouTube channel. You can put you don't have to. I mean, you can put anything you want.
No, I mean, because you know, I mean, I know, I mean, I get that. I don't have to talk about anything I don't want to talk about.
Right.
But at the same time, though, I mean, it's like like you guys have said and everything, and people made comments about saying I'm the face of DCO. First of all, I've never referred to myself as that. All right, I just started doing this before everybody else did, really. And stuck to it. That's the only thing I've got on.
Well, I think a lot of people just say that because, like you said, you were one of the first, and you and Trex got put on the council. You're kind of up there with Meps and Spittle, like them personally. Like you've talked to them on a face-to-face basis. You kind of have been put up there on that pedestal. That's why a lot of people say that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like people say it's like I use my little powers in 5v5 chat here in the chat. I've got no other power. I got no extra powers other than anybody else does.
I want to be on the council.
I've got the same. I got the same amount of power on this game as somebody who just downloaded the game.
Oh, so you can't give me sharpshooter pants? Oh fuck!
I can't.
I'm getting out of here.
I told Meps the other day he ruined Christmas for me because I was joking with him. I was like, hey man, if you're wanting to give me a Christmas present, man, sharpshooter legs would be awesome. And he's like, okay, check the box. And, I ran the vault Christmas Day. Later that night, I got on the game, and I ran the vault, and I didn't get them. So I told him, I was like, you ruined Christmas for me. And he's like, what are you talking about? I told him I didn't get those sharpshooter legs. He's like, oh, I must have sent them to the wrong person then. I'm like, fuck you, Mabs, you asshole.
We're recording. You do know that.
Oh, he knows.
Okay.
I joke
all right.
about this all the time.
He honestly probably forgot about that until you told him.
I call Meps an ass and a dick all the time because he always does stuff like that. Oh, I'm messing that.
Well, did you honestly think he was going to give you the sharpshooter?
No,
if anybody else found out about that, the jig would be up.
But exactly, which again goes back to my point. That's why you don't live stream fucking doing glitches, and that's why you don't get caught in voice channels screaming at racial obscenities at people. I mean, you just don't do that. I don't care how big you are. I mean, if you got caught, doing that, I mean, somebody would freaking put a video up about it.
Well, I don't argue with people in game. I never have. I never will. But I mean, how many people? People overreacted. I've been called so many names in the game that I could have probably had 20 people banned, for a 3-day period or something. I mean, but everybody. I just think everybody's piling up, and it's just. Nobody's angels in the game, man.
And I get what you're saying about the piling. I get what you're saying about the piling up thing. I was like, that day, that day when everybody came out against Smile. I mean, there was no coalition. We didn't all get together and say this is our time. Now's when we release these videos. I mean, we didn't have. It was just straying along. It's like I was talking to Orbit that day. He's like Orbit was like, he's like, yo, did you see what you see? Starry Sky's video, and I watched Starry Sky's video. I was like, oh damn, and then I found the original, and and then a couple of people started putting, Hero put a video out, Nimbus put a video out, and all these other people were, Obsidian Chill put a video out, which I was like, wow, and
another system.
Yeah, and and I asked Orbit. I was like, man, I was like, I think I'm going to put a video out about this just to give my thoughts on it. And with Smile, I mean, I know, especially Smile, he's easy to push to anger like that. I mean, I mean, I posted a comment on his fire tank loadout video about him using hard light shield, and I was like, dude, that shield's garbage for tanking PVE with it, and for fire. And he's like, well, not everybody does it like you. And I was like, yeah, most can't. Just joking with him, and he got pissy about that. And he's really easy to push to anger. So I mean, I had no doubt in my mind. Yeah, he got pushed. He got pushed to doing it. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, you got to, you don't talk. I mean, you talk to people like you would talk to them if they were facing.
Yeah, but that's a lot of the Europeans talk that way. You can ask anyone. Ask Orbit. You should have heard some of the stuff Orbit said when we weren't recording. When they had me on their podcast. You should hear them talk.
I know they throw the C word out there like it's a. I hate.
They
that word.
talk to each other like that on a daily basis. So why was this a big deal that day? That's what I was just like.
He was referring. I'm pretty positive he was referring to Hero or Nimbus. He was referring to one of those two guys, and he called him a monkey. All right, and I'm sorry. You call any black person a monkey and all that. That's racist.
You know what? That I've heard him call people a monkey, like not defending anybody, but I've heard him call a lot of people monkeys.
I was gonna say I've heard a lot.
Just in random videos.
I hear it on a daily basis.
Yeah, and
10 times worse.
And I guarantee you, every time he's called somebody a monkey, he's talking about a black person.
It's only, but it seems like it's only smile before death.
I don't even think
racism
when I hear shit. Unless I hear like the N word or something like that.
Yeah, they've got Ivy Seeker on record on voice chat calling people worse than that, and nobody made any video. Nobody made any big videos about that.
Because Ivy Seeker. I talked to Orbit about this. I mean, Orbit doesn't really like Ivy Seeker. He says he's had him on ignore for a long time, and because Ivy Seeker just likes to piss people off. Which I have no doubt in my mind about. But, Ivy Seeker is Ivy Seeker. He's not Smile. He's not, Ivy Seeker's, gets up in people's faces and stuff, yeah. But he's not Smile. Ivy Seeker backs up his gameplay. He backs up his mouth with his gameplay. Smile doesn't.
That's no excuse.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying it's why everybody looked at Smile and not so hard at Ivy Seeker. Because Smile comes out, talks all this hot shit all the time, all right? Only posts his wins up, does horrible. I mean, in the times he's posted his freaking, scoreboards up, he's been opened up to ridicule for it. I mean, hashtag 31K, come on. How bad he did on FNL. I mean, he was running with a 1v1 loadout for freaking Arenas match.
Yeah, but he scored more points for the team than Orbit did.
Not as many times as he was getting bounced off the node that I saw.
Yeah, he was on the node quite a bit. He was on the node most of the time. I mean, I'm just saying,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know you're trying to defend the guy, but the vast majority of the people, the PvP community, are people that, know what. I mean, I'm not. Don't take this as me saying y'all don't know shit about PvP, but I mean the vast majority of the people who know a lot about PvP saw that and saw how shitty he is.
Well, I think
at least at arenas.
Maybe the dude was just having a bad day.
The whole league did crappy.
Just having a bad day.
All of Gravity did. All of Gravity did bad that day.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw your performance on Friday Night Legends. On that one time, you didn't do such hot shit on Friday Night Legends that one match. No,
that's because dude, I'm on a live stream, man. Everybody's freaking focused. Dude, I get focused fired. Yeah. I get focus fired when I'm not recording, as a tank. And I'm like, dude, don't focus fire me when I got two nature and I got two healers next to me. You're not going to kill me.
Yeah.
I do want to say something about the Smile and Ivy Seeker video that they put up. Now, not in anyone's defense, but Smile was beating Ivy's ass, and then he pulled out the monkey and beat Smile. Now, in Smile, I guess I'll defend Smile a little. I suck at PvP, but I could pull out that monkey, and I could beat up 8 people on a single node in Australia.
All right, see,
with the monkey. The monkey is so good, it makes me good.
Oh yeah, but people weren't harping on Smile for that video because of because he lost. All right, they weren't harping on him because he lost. They were harping on because of the things that he said in his comment. When he was in his commentary on that video, talking about he forced Ivy Seeker to go to heel stance. He didn't go to heel stance. He just popped Gorilla.
Well, the Gorilla heals too, and DPS.
I understand it heals. I understand it heals, but I mean, he didn't force him into healer stance like he was saying. I mean, it's little stuff like that, man. It's like I said, I mean,
in a way, he sort of did, because if he felt like he was going to win, he wouldn't have had to go Gorilla.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nimbus does that stuff all the time.
Nimbus doesn't give a shit. There's no rules with Nimbus.
Well, I know.
Hold on a second.
I'm not saying that, but Nimbus will post, I just beasted Smile Before Death in open world, but he'll have 2 other people in his group, and the tune's not even Smile. It's somebody. Yeah, Smile's
on that tune.
Wait.
Yeah, but he's got 2 other people in his group feeding him power and healing him out off the screen.
Nimbus doesn't care. Nimbus doesn't care.
I know he doesn't.
20 versus 1.
But why would people care if Smile does it?
Ivy Seeker versus Smile. Like someone in the chat said this. I think I remember this too. In terms of the monkey, using the monkey supercharge, didn't Smile use Bolt Barrage? First, opening the window.
Yeah, he hit Ivy Seeker with that Bolt Barrage before.
Yeah, if you use a super, you open the window to that. It's like if you use it, it's all fair game at that point.
I guess so. I didn't know he used a super.
He used Bolt Barrage first before the monkey even came out. So Ivy Seeker was right in using a supercharge. I mean, he opened the window.
Yeah, and then and then he comes out later and all that. And he switched to Troller stance and everything. But I mean, it's serious. All right, serious. I mean, if you want to get to the heart of the matter of why there's so many people out there that don't like Smile, all right, you guys really need to pay attention to what Obsidian Chill said. I mean, I've got my own issues with Smile and everything because the beef he started between us and all that. But if you want to get down to the bottom of why there are so many people out there that have not liked Smile for like the longest time, that you need to go watch Obsidian Chill's video, and he explains it. He gets down to the brass tacks of it all.
Yeah,
Smile has no idea what he's talking about on this game. Yeah, he's talking about, I'll put an electrified PI on this guy, I'll put a dot on him. No, the power puts the dot on there. The PIs have nothing to do with freaking, dots.
So the thing is that people don't like Smile because he thinks
he's an idiot. He's an idiot. He thinks he knows what he's talking about, and he doesn't.
Okay, I mean, you could say the same thing about Trex's videos. Trex has no clue what he's talking about. I don't see any.
Half the time, I could agree with that.
Yeah, and I don't see the hate going towards Trex for not liking. I mean,
Trex, I'm
Trex
not
doesn't even. Nothing against Trex. I like Mike.
I love Trex.
I love Trex. He's a great guy. He may not like me.
I
don't care. Let me get that straight. But I'm talking about Trex as a player. He's not a good player. I'm just saying it right out there.
He's not a hardcore player.
He's not a hardcore player.
That's why some of his knowledge of the game is a little bit lacking.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it like this. The difference. I'm not trying to defend or attack Smile, but the difference between they're both. Trex is a casual player, but he doesn't take himself seriously. Smile does get hurt a little if you do say, "Oh, that loadout's garbage."
Yeah, Trex gets hurt.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Trex is always arguing with people on the forum about stuff. Always correcting people.
But with Trex though, man, it's not. He's not going out there saying, "Oh, shut the hell up."
Yeah, it's different personalities though.
I'm just saying mistakes were made on both sides.
It's not stuff like that. Trex has a hard time. He doesn't like it when people just come out with their, just arbitrarily bitching about this or that. Just bitching just a bitch.
Yeah, some people just can't take criticism some other ways.
When people come out, when everybody came out about the armories, about the original cost of the armories. By the way, thanks for making that video about me, guys. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, it was about me. It wasn't about the armories. But it was. But
it was about
we
the
take liberty
armories.
sometimes.
No, okay, no. The title was the only thing that was about the armories. And
Yeah, we
3
talked
minutes
10
of
minutes
armory.
about the armory. If you read the description of the video, I have that we are addressing drama and we are talking about armories. I mean, there's only much you can say about the armory price that everybody hadn't already said.
Everybody's egos are too big.
Even
on
I
this
would have
game.
to
That's
say
why everybody
that
gets
most
so
of
hard.
that video. You talk about armories for like 2 minutes of that video.
No, we don't. We're
Just
talking
because
about
it
armories,
was
30
no,
minutes of
we
that.
talked about for
I
5
looked.
minutes, I think.
I know. Because I watched that video and then I went back. To figure out when you guys stopped talking about the armories, when you guys started talking
about
about
10
me.
minutes.
It was about 8-minute mark into that video, and the rest of the video is all about me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! Change the title of the video, man.
I
well,
wasn't
I mean,
even
I
giving
couldn't
them
put
8
it all
minutes
in the
of
title. I put it in the description. It's right in the description. I mean, it wasn't anything it wasn't anything like, let's just go ahead and throw this in. I mean,
Yeah, you couldn't title that video like drama on Dcuo and then start off with let's talk about armories. Like, oh my god.
maybe I should have. When Kaiser and I got together, we said we were going to talk about both in the video.
Well, it didn't start like that with me and Count. It was that he was off like because the internet went down. As soon as I got in contact, I was like, dude, first and foremost, we need to make a video about these armory prices because they do need to be lowered a little. And that second part just kind of came along. It was intended to be just armory, so originally.
Yeah, somebody just put a really good point in the chat about racism.
What?
It's a person I'm not familiar with.
Design?
Yeah.
Design?
I'm not a fan of Smile. Hold on. I'm not a Smile fan. I can't stand them, but in London, wording is used in different ways in the street. Ghetto, sort of a term calling someone a monkey, is not always a racist thing.
Diamond Dallas Page
means
calls
they're
people
stupid,
monkeys. He like Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler. I'm a big fan of his. He starts every podcast with, "Hey, what's up, monkeys?" He's not being
do you
racist.
watch wrestling? Oh my god, I'm out of here.
Wrestling's fake.
Of course it's fake.
You watch
Don't tell
jacked
me
up
that.
guys run around in tights.
course
I
it's
see
fake.
why you
You
have
just
those dolls
spoiled it.
now.
Shit. Now I
It's
can't
all
watch
coming together now,
WWE
Count. The
anymore.
dolls, wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wrestling's
You have
fake.
some
Nimbus
deep, dark
Yoshi's fake.
secrets.
I mean,
Oh
you know.
no, you guys
can
have
go
a
on and on.
podcast brewing in the background, don't you? Oh, you fuckers.
But I mean, back to what I was saying though about Trex. Trex gets, he comes out, he gets mostly upset, when people, bitch just a bitch.
Right.
So the whole community came out, in an uproar about the armory prices, and then they actually dropped them, but there's still people, out there saying, oh, it's still too much, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you guys swayed the devs of the game to take a pay cut.
And I said $5.99 would be perfect. I have no problem contributing financially to the game. I'll support the game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
My
it's
issue
the people.
with the price.
It's the people that want everything for free, and I don't want everything for free. I'll pay $5.99 for Armory, no problem. That's cool. That's worth it.
Yeah,
Prices
whole
were
issue
out of
with the
control.
price-
$8.99 is a little much,
The whole issue is
$8
they came out with
or whatever it was.
You're
Yeah.
going to be able to buy skill points with feats you've already gotten. That's to promote alts. Then how are you going to charge that much for armories where you're going to need them for every character not on account bound? That's going against alts. Like if you want to promote alts, it should be a little lower.
Not to mention, they kind of snuck this in, and I don't think anyone's noticed. It's actually more expensive now to get the max amount of armories for a character
Well,
than
it's
it
because
was
you get one
previously.
extra, you get 16
It is.
for the original. You have one extra.
Which
It
is,
is.
I find it hilarious. That
I said
they did that.
I said the exact same thing on the Sourcecast, Vagrant. I mean, because now if people want to get the max amount of armories, you got to buy 2 of those 8-packs.
Right.
So that's $64.
Right.
And you've still got one you
Extra
can't use.
$4. Isn't that so stupid?
Well, no,
And-
it's just
and on
okay.
top
Well,
of
it's marketing is what that is. That's beautiful marketing on their part. They twist. I mean,
smart.
Those
Now-
shitty
Now,
motherfuckers.
whoever watched this podcast or catch
Good
it up
for
on
them.
YouTube will know. Like, I'm not gonna buy that.
good
high
for
dollar
DC.
one.
I'm
gonna
glad
go-
they lowered the individual price of each armory. But yeah, they're going to get you on the packs a little bit now. Hey, good for them, man. They've got to make some money.
Yeah.
It takes money to run a
That's why I didn't have too much of a rant. When I made that video with Kaiser, I ranted a little bit saying, yeah, the individual price, get rid of the packs, lower the individual price. I don't care about the packs. And I have no problem buying your armories.
You know, I mean, people don't stop and think about shit like that, though, man. I mean, they sit there and it's like, you know, they all came out and they were like, oh, let's, you know, have the armories be, you know, redeemable account bound. Well, okay, if they do that, then, you know, each individual one's going to cost $10. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you buy one and you can redeem that one on every tune you've got, it's going to be $10 each, easy. You know, but if they make it to where, you know, it only applies to that one character and all that, well, now you're looking at a cost closer around like $5. I was like, now, which would you rather do? Would you rather pay $5 for, you know, an armory for, you know, an extra armory for your tune, or would you rather pay $10 for an armory for, you know, for 3 tunes? I mean, you know, and one of which, you know, 2 of which you may not even need that second armory for. You know, I mean, so people just don't think about, you know, how, you know, the cost of things, you know, apply towards, you know, account bound, you know, character bound, you know, and stuff like that, account shareable. People just don't think about that stuff because they're just looking at the, you know how much, you know, what they can get for the cheapest amount, and you know, so they, you know, will want, you know, account bound armories for $2.
Charge of the stream, I have to be here.
Nobody thinks either that you need to buy more bases now to put these armories in if you have more than 4.
Well, yeah. And I mean, there's that too, and I mean, but at the same time, I mean, it's, you know, and I know you commented on this before. These people need to realize things. All right, you know, extra layers, extra armories. All right, nobody's holding a gun to your goddamn head to buy them.
Right.
Yeah,
that part is a convenience. I don't agree with you about having a few armories like for one character being a convenience. I think it's more than a convenience. But yeah, if you're talking about maxing out everything, that's definitely a convenience.
Yeah.
When you're going above the practical uses of the armory in combat, then yes, it's a convenience. There's no doubt.
I was actually gonna say, did anyone else read that? They're giving
in trouble. Yeah, my wife's in the room. She's bugging the crap out of me. She's in here.
They're actually giving legendary players like a 10% discount in the marketplace. Did anyone else read that?
I didn't
on
read
the
that.
armories.
No, they're giving people who subscribe get a 10% discount in marketplace.
When
All
is
the
this?
time, really? Where's this at?
What? Are you making stuff up, Vagrant? Trying to get people to come to your channel? What's going on?
I think you have bad information.
It was on the update for PC Legendary membership benefits.
Well, if
Pretty
that's for
sure
their
that they
benefits, we
said-
should get something like that too.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're lowering the price of all access to $14.99, which remember, did anyone read this? Basically, if you subscribe to DC, you get every single SOE game.
For PC, yeah, I heard that it counts for like
you get
Planet
every
Side 2 and
single
everything else.
you get every single Sony Entertainment
Like
Online.
EverQuest,
PC
Planet Side
elitist.
2. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So in this post, he has like 6 points. Number 1 was you get all access for the $15.99 subscription. To get the 500 station cash per month, you have to log in to claim it every month. You can't just like let it go.
Okay.
We are giving our members a 10% discount in our marketplaces.
But
Can
you link this?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, PS, I'd love
heard this
PS
one.
to get this too. PS membership could use that as a legendary perk.
Go ahead and click that link.
Alpha
and it
testing's
should-
on it. It's not a porn link, is it?
It is.
Oh my God,
But
there's a
it's-
big penis on the page. Jesus, don't
Oh,
click
this
it.
is crappy.
It's not Crappy's chatter.
Chatterbait.
It's not
This is my
Crappy's
chat- Oh my
Chatterbait
God, I
account.
can't believe you linked this to my
Please don't be
Chatterbait. I'm
Crappy's
live right now.
Chatterbait account. I don't want to get kicked off of Twitch.
Anyways, go ahead and scroll down to where it says 1 behind a parentheses, and then go to 4. And you'll see we're giving our members a 10% discount in our marketplaces.
Is that only for PC players?
That's PC.
I
But we
have
should
no idea.
PC.
I'd
Yeah,
love
that's
PC
PlayStation.
elitist.
Wait. Okay. Every subscriber to all of our PC games on all no access member. Okay, all right. Now because this news is out, and this isn't really under NDA because I mean there was a huge uproar about this. And that's about all I can say about what the council said about it. But all right, when they're talking about lowering the price of all access to $14.99, they're talking about that's the cost for the subscription for each of their games. So a PC player can't be subscribed to DCUO and be sub to EQ and EQ2 at the same time. You have to pay an individual subscription fee for that. All right. So, and then we're going to be giving our members, that better not only be on damn PC.
Okay, wait.
It is only PC.
Guys, read further. It says our goal is to include the PS3 and PS4 games that we have for this. Console titles. You'll only notice I mentioned the PC titles. Our goal is to include PS3 and PS4. Right, so PC will get it first, but PS3 and PS4 will soon have that too.
As is tradition.
So that means instead of $32 for an 8-pack of Armory, soon it could be minus $3.20.
Reading is fundamental, Galaxy. Yes.
$28.70.
Dude, yeah.
See, I think they need to give PS4 players free access to the test server. We pay for our Legendary on PS4. Then why can't we get access to the test server?
I've brought that up to Meps before on a Sourcecast.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't insult him all the time, he'd do something about it.
No, Meps, not Jens.
Just give me.
It's Meps, not Jens.
Yeah, just give me my damn sharpshooter legs, and I'll be happy. But
I see how it works.
I brought this up to him one time on the Sourcecast. I'm pretty sure, and the reasoning for that is there's no way for them to track whose account.
It's a PlayStation Network thing, then. Yeah.
Because I mean, unless you sign up for the SOE station, itself, sign in and all that. I mean, they don't know if it's like one of the members' benefits. I mean, it's been leaked out there. And everything. One of the members' benefits for the council is, subscriptions paid for. Well, that's not true for console players. So, because they have no way of doing that right now, and that's goes back to the whole them not being able to get us access to the test server.
I got you.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
I got to pay for both.
Look at everybody getting along. Look how nice this is.
Shut up, Crappy.
Fuck up, Crappy. Stop running to me.
Shut the hell up.
All right, you're
God
off, Dick.
damn
Screw
it.
you.
Stop trying to solo Raven in the PvP phase, you asshole.
Dude, if we would have let him keep talking, he would have went subscribe to Crappy Heels.
I never advertise my channel. Do you ever hear me once say like?
I gotta take that shout out video.
Well, I usually have a spot on my XSplitter for you and Vagrant's channels, but I updated the XSplitter and I deleted that, so I need to get that back.
I figure someone likes my shit.
But I can't advertise my website. CountShocula.com. Here it comes.
He didn't delete it. It's not that he can't get it back. He just can't find room for it with you guys' stuff in there and his website.
He is robbing us blind. He is fucking stealing everything from us.
Look at this beautiful website I built.
Oh, by the way, Count. I copyrighted and trademarked Sergeant Hypocrite earlier, so...
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I already beat you to it. LegalZoom.com, buddy. I already beat you to it. So I'll probably have to sue you for trying to sue me. I'll probably have to counter-sue you.
Pay no attention.
Wait, was that a count?
So I got to give you a quarter of every shirt I sell. I've already sold like 30 of the damn things. Damn,
was that a count pun? The counter sue?
Counter-sue my ass.
Count needs to
I have other shirts on there too. I have You Can't Heal Stupid.
We are saying is you can't heal dead.
Yeah. Get Good, Check Your Wood, all that stuff. Nimbus, can I get fries with that?
He's still mad at that comment.
All a bunch of stuff. So anyway,
I'm gonna have to start up a website now.
Yeah, guys,
You need a
I'm
shirt
gonna
that
have to
says
wrap
wife
it up.
hack.
My wife is climbing on my back. She's been in the room for about an hour. Like, is it over yet? Is it over yet?
Yeah, she must need you to service her.
Well, her boyfriend didn't come by today, so yeah.
Poor scrub bucket.
Well, I was kind of busy.
Oh.
Oh, so that's scrub bucket.
Oh, wait, count you said your wife's there?
Right here, yeah.
I didn't know she left the house.
Nice. Man, she is with everyone in this podcast. What is going on here?
Yeah, Scrub Bucket says that he's got naked pictures of her. He must have got them from Orbit or somebody.
I hope you guys know that.
But anyway,
Count's wife really
You
isn't
got
a
a little
woman. She's
freaking
a
harping on
transgender.
Orbit about trying to pick up chicks in DCO, man. Come
I've
on.
seen the evidence, and we thought better of putting it out there. I'm just letting you know. My wife's wanting to know who Scrub Bucket is. Great.
Oh. Yeah, here's the thing, though, man. Instead of harping on the dude for freaking trying to pick up girls in the game, you guys need to be looking at the girls that are sending him those pictures.
Oh, now.
Yeah, where do we find those over here, huh? Fuck.
I have some seen. I can't even talk. I'm so high. I've seen some bad looking girls from DC. Ugh. They make me cringe.
My wife is shy. They're asking you to say hello to this. Alrighty. Well, we do need to wrap it up. Oh, this is just.
You're gonna be wrapping it up in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We got
Funny vagrant, funny.
She's probably already got it wrapped up and ready to go.
Count's so old, he probably can't even get it up anymore.
He took the
shit.
pill.
Where
that's why
are
he
my
went away
blue?
for a
Where
while.
are my blue pills? Hold on.
He's gotta take that shot pill, you know.
There's my blue pills. All right.
Oh god.
Better take about 4 of those.
Yeah. Anyway, well,
Ties a stick to it like a tomato plant.
thanks
Wait,
everybody.
what?
Thanks everybody for joining us. This went way too long. This is like our longest show ever, but you know.
It's like 3.5 hours now.
Yeah, we were having fun though. So,
But
you know.
it was so good, you know.
We got some shit aired out. We talked about a lot of good stuff.
Well, you're the only one that's airing anything out, Kaiser.
Shut up, Vagrant.
You're in your boxers at home. You're airing everything out. We know.
What he needs to air out is his room. Go outside, brother. Open that door.
Yeah, get a life, man. Really?
You see, whenever I go out, the natural sunlight just makes my skin start smoking.
He's like a vampire. This
Are
guy.
you a glitter vampire, or are you?
I am not a Twilight vampire. Don't
Since
even
your
try.
legs look so white.
Listen to Crappy Talk. Listen to Crappy Talk, man. This whole place probably smells like freaking Doritos and bad ball water. So.
Oh, yeah.
This place smells great. I got OCD. I keep my place extremely clean.
Plus, you
At
need
least
to
I
go.
don't have to check wood.
You need to go check your wood anyway, Crappy. So
Yeah, you do.
Checked on it before when I took a leak.
great.
Yeah, he's always got to go pee and check his wood.
All right, everyone, we got to wrap it up. Really, it's 1:30. We got to wrap. It's 1:30 where I live, so we got to wrap it up, man. Really.
Thanks for being on the Super Patriot. Let's talk about Super Patriot Project podcast.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh,
Really?
This is a crappy heel show. I don't know what you're talking about.
my God.
Now
Get
Crap's
that
trying
shit
to
outta
take over.
here.
Where's our money count?
This is like
Oh.
5 shows put into one. What the hell's going on?
So I want $60 by tomorrow, or you're getting it.
This is the collective community show. Welcome.
Are you guys gonna make a video about me that I was stealing
I'm
money
making a
from you
video
guys?
about you making money off me.
I'm
I'm an
it's gonna be
entrepreneur.
me,
What can I
Kaiser,
say, man?
Me, Kaiser, and Crappy, and we're just gonna be like, Count is fucking bleeding us dry for money.
Oh.
This is bullshit.
We're going to go into Sourcecast and bitch about you.
I'm putting a strike.
That's bullshit, guys. Damn.
That's how you do
This
it.
may be the last episode of the DCO
No,
project.
that's-
I'm just letting you know that
That
right
Count
now.
Chocula, he's stealing all our ideas, making
That's-
money off of us.
That's how you
Fucking
do it, man.
damn
That's how you
thief.
do it, man. You come up to members, it's like, you like go up to members of, my league and all that, begging to, try and talk to me and inviting them back in. And then you come onto somebody's live stream and that, likes to talk shit about me and just like, kiss their ass the whole time.
Hey, I'm all about the numbers, man. I'm all about the numbers.
All about that money and that dollar sign. Freak.
Hey, I
I
gotta
know,
do
right?
what I
He
gotta
doesn't care
do,
about the
Vagrant.
viewers.
Don't hate on it, man. Don't hate on it.
I care about the community. All you care about is YouTube views. Jesus.
No, I don't.
Count Dromula.
Count Drama. You guys were neck deep into drama before I even knew about a DCUO YouTube channel.
You don't wrap things up very well.
I know. I don't. I'm terrible at wrapping
shit
shit
up.
up.
Drama T-shirt.
Sorry, Kid Slayer. We are just about ready to go off. So I appreciate everybody in the chat. Thanks, Super Patriot, joining us. Thanks for everybody for their opinions, questions, comments in the chat. Thanks, guys, for busting my balls as usual.
Where's my money?
Shut up, man. Anyway.
Where's my money?
So anyway, we do got to go. So
Not without getting paid.
Later.
Hey, wait a minute.